What is up? What is up, YouTube world? What's up? I want to thank you all for tuning into my channel, Breaking Silence with the Quiet Guy. My name is Will Robinson, aka Quiet Guy. So my topic here today is who is the quiet guy, generally speaking. So yeah, that's what I call myself, in case you're probably wondering why. It's because I am indeed a quiet person. So that is the topic of the episode, as I break down what is considered the quiet guy. Okay, everybody knows that quiet person in the room who is known to be that person who's, a silent introvert. He doesn't make a lot of noise. They tend to keep to themselves. So let's dig in and go over the facts here. But before I continue, if you'd like the quiet guy to keep his breaking his silence, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I will continue to put out content doing just that. All right, so this portion of the show is what I call the elephant in the room, the controversial issue or that obvious problem. Okay, a quiet person is often perceived as, not very educated. Since they don't talk much, they tend to, they seldomly seeked out as, intelligent, or people don't seek them for advice. And some folks also look at the quiet person as kind of weak, kind of a pushover, because they don't say much. People tend to talk to them any kind of way. And that's a real problem. I'm going to get into that. You also hear these warnings about quiet people, that you should watch out for a quiet person. And I will tell you why. People also get it messed up that quiet people are shy. We're only reserved as by definition. Reserved to a degree. So, and I'll get more into that as well. But the issue here is that the people who call quiet people shy don't really know exactly what shy is. They fail to realize what that means. So my view is here, there are so many misunderstandings as to what the quiet person really is. So I'm going to help you truly understand what that is. I can understand how sometimes, I might come off as confused, with those wandering eyes. That's just who I am. That's part of my quietness. It's how I comprehend things. I observe, my eyes is always moving side to side. Quiet people were always thinking. People get the wrong idea that quiet people are shy. Quiet people are introverted. There's a preference for less stimulation. That's what that means. While shyness is a state of fear, a fear of negative judgment. So for me, as a person with faith, I hardly know fear. I say what needs to be said, and I'm not afraid to do it. That's why my show is called Breaking Silence, because I say what needs to be said. There's a guy on YouTube who talks about the dangers of quiet people. And he said, don't underestimate quiet people. And people get the wrong perception of quiet people. Quiet people tend to fly under the radar. If they're mischievous, you won't know it. And if you make a quiet person angry, you also won't know it. Simply because quiet people, they tend to bottle up emotions. And I try calling it maintaining patience, but I'm not sure if that's the right way to do it or call it or whatever. He says quiet people let emotions build up and then they just explode. It's like a shock wave, which is true because I need like a collection of things to build up before I get into a controversy. And when I do, it's like, wow, it's like a whole nother side of me, and folks look at me, they all surprised and they all, quiet, and it causes an awkward situation because they never knew what I was capable of. If I had many situations like this, my most recent one, out on a construction job, someone made a questionable decision, that almost led to a significant damage to some equipment. And I won't get too far into the detail, but I saw the whole thing. And the person who made the decision was some grumpy old man who knew better, but instead of taking responsibility, he found an opportunity to make it look like I had something to do with it. Simply because I decided to, glance down at my phone for a moment. Now, me looking down at my phone really had nothing to do with it. Like I said, I saw the whole thing. But he used that opportunity as a reason to shout at me like some 12-year-old knucklehead, which really didn't sit right with me. So after a brief argument, he had the audacity to tell me that I needed help. So quickly I responded to him with a remark that shocked everyone. My immediate response was, "No, you need to get the stick out your ass and quit trying to blame me for your dumb shit." And the rest of the day was just awkward, because an unexpected side of me came out. Quiet people do have intelligence, more than we all know. He also mentioned that he also mentioned something in the video that really hits hard with me, and it hits me wholeheartedly, and I think it's like the most powerful statement in the whole video. He said that most people talk more than they listen. Like the extroverted people, they always talking, they're always trying to teach. But quiet people listen more than they talk, because we're always gathering information. Quiet people will observe and collect information. We're always learning. Quiet people do attract a lot of attention, because when they speak, they tend to say something compelling. And I've experienced this also before. I've managed to get in front of some people and speak and turn heads. And I've been told this before, like, people, when you talk, people turn heads. I'll be like, okay. I'm also modest too. I'm not gonna sit here and brag. So why people are and can be leaders. That goes back to my fearless remark. As an introvert is not full of themselves. Quiet people are considerate of others. They're not self-centered, which makes more of a leader rather than a dictator, who I think are less respected. They're just feared. I don't really respect dictators that well. There are some studies that some women find an introverted guy intriguing. Quiet people have an agenda and aspirations that women tend to support. And women have that intrigue to know more about that mysterious introvert. And a quiet guy is that listener that women are also fond of. So you don't have to take my word for it. I share links down in the description. That'll help clarify, if you need it. So there you have it. Watch out for those quiet people. They might have something to say that could change your life, or they might even take your woman. Not saying that I will, but you never know. I want to say thanks again for watching. Don't forget to support the content, subscribe, and hit the like button so the quiet guy can continue to break his silence. Be safe and God bless.